Welcome to BSc Statistics students. In this lesson, I explain properties or chief characteristics of normal distribution. You can easily understand the properties. Here are very crucial distribution, properties of very crucial distribution is called normal distribution, which are very important because in every distribution, to study the many distributions for large values of n or large values of degrees of freedom, it follows a normal distribution. So that is the reason why properties are very important. So come to the properties of normal distribution. You see the first one, the probability curve of the normal distribution is bell shaped and symmetrical about x is equal to mu. Now I show the normal distribution curve of the normal distribution. You see, this is what normal probability curve. This is also you can write one of the property. You see, this is what the for example, x values are minus infinity to infinity. At x is equal to mu, it is symmetrical. That is what explained in the property. It is bell shaped. This shape is called bell shaped and symmetrical about the point x is equal to mu. This is what, and symmetrical at x is equal to mu. So what is meant by symmetrical? Symmetrical means mean, median and mode are equal at one particular point, are equal at coincides at one particular point. I explain all the properties later on. We will get now the properties. From minus infinity to mu, the area, that is means probability curve, is nothing but mu to infinity area. This area equal to this area. So this is what the area equal to this is what the area. That is called symmetry, where exactly one point decides the two particular parts are equal. It's this part and this part. That is from the property of median. Minus infinity to mu, this part, mu to infinity, this part, which are equal. That is called symmetrical property of normal distribution. Right? Now we can continue. That is first property. Come to the second property. That is you see here, second property just now explained. Mean, median and mode of the normal distribution coincide. That is equal. Mean, median and mode of normal distribution are equal. That is the second property. That is also represents symmetrical. The definition of symmetry. Symmetrical. Therefore, normal distribution is a symmetrical distribution, which leads many number of important conclusions. Right? That is the second one. Third property, the maximum probability occurs at x is equal to mu. The maximum probability occurs at x is equal to mu. And the probability density function at x is equal to mu is f of x maximum is equal to 1 by sigma root 2 pi. If you substitute x is equal to mu in the PDF, 1 by sigma root 2 pi e power minus 1 by 2 into x minus mu divided by sigma whole square. If you substitute in that equation, you will get this. F of x maximum is equal to 1 by sigma root 2 pi, which will be obtained at x is equal to mu. Right? And the fourth property, normal distribution is a symmetrical distribution. Normal distribution is a symmetrical distribution. From first point is also the same. The first point is also normal distribution is bell shaped and symmetrical at the point x is equal to mu. That is what the first one. Now we are specifying very clearly with the help of the relation. Normal distribution is a symmetrical distribution, that is beta 1 is equal to 0. from the beta 1 is equal to 0 and gamma 1 is equal to 0, we are specifying that normal distribution is a symmetrical distribution. Okay, so it is another way of expressing normal distribution is a symmetrical distribution, right? So next one, fifth one, normal distribution is mesokartic distribution. Why? Because beta 2 is equal to 3 and gamma 2 is equal to 0. If beta 2 is equal to 3 and gamma 2 is equal to 0, then from the definition of kurtosis, this is what the definition of kurtosis. In such a case, the type of kurtosis is mesokartic. It is a mesokartic. It is also named as normal. So the distribution named itself from the mesokartic or normal. That is the fifth property. You see the sixth property, all odd order moments of normal distribution vanish, it is 0. Odd order moments, that means mu1, mu3, mu5, etc. Substitute n is equal to 0, 1, 2 and so on. So therefore mu1 is 0, obviously mu1 is 0, no need to discuss. And mu3 is 0, mu5 0 and so on. Next come to the even order moments of the normal distribution. Even order moments of normal distribution, mu2n. It is the formula 1 into 3 into 5 into and so on, 2n minus 1 into sigma power 2n, where n takes the values 0, 1, 2 and so on. That is, for example, mu0, it is 1. Obviously, no need to discuss. And mu2, n is equal to 1, substitute n is equal to 1, mu2 value is sigma square. That's variance, sigma square, sigma power 2 into 1, that is sigma square, okay, like that. And mu4 is 1 into 3 into sigma square, sigma power 4, sigma square into, that is sigma power 2 into 2, sigma power 4, 3 sigma power 4, therefore, like that. Even order moments, the formula is this. Next, linear combination of independent normal variates is also a normal variate. If you write yes, normal variates. Linear combination of independent normal variates is also a normal variate. If you consider linear combination of some normal variates, then if you consider what is the distribution of linear combination of those variates, it is also a normal distribution. It also follows normal distribution. That is what this property. Next one, normal probability curve is asymptotic to x-axis. Which in the sense that it provides symmetry. It provides normality in the sense that from minus infinity to some particular value mu and mu to infinity, the area it is going to be same. Like that is it produces many number of properties. Next one, the points of inflection of the normal distribution are mu plus or minus sigma. The points of inflection of normal distribution are mu plus or minus sigma. The PDF at the points of inflection, which are f of x is equal to, if you substitute x is equal to mu plus sigma or mu minus sigma, both are, even though if you substitute both the values mu plus sigma and mu minus sigma, you will get the same f of x, that is 1 by sigma root 2 pi into e power minus 1 by 2. So the point of inflection means mu plus sigma and mu minus sigma. If you consider two values, mu plus sigma and mu minus sigma in the normal probability curve, mu plus sigma 2 and mu minus sigma to mu to mu plus sigma, these two probabilities are same. That is it. The points are going to be inflected, which means which are going to be considered with the same probability, which are going to be considered with same probability. At both the values, still to speak, at mu plus sigma and at mu minus sigma, you will get the same kind of probability. Right? And the next one, the quartile deviation, mean deviation and standard deviation of the normal distribution are 2 by 3 sigma, 4 by 5 sigma and sigma. Quartile deviation is 2 by 3 sigma, mean deviation is 4 by 5 sigma, standard deviation is sigma. That is another important property. Right? Now, the ratio of quartile deviation, mean deviation, standard deviation, it is 10 is to 12 is to 15. That is another important property. Next one, the moment generating function of normal distribution is mxt is equal to e power t mu plus t square sigma square by 2. The cumulant generating function of normal distribution is kxt is equal to t mu plus t square sigma square by 2, because kxt is log mxt. So log e power x t mu plus t square sigma square by 2. The characteristic function of normal distribution is phi xt is equal to e power it mu minus t square sigma square by 2. Right? So I'll tell you now one of the important property, it is called areas property of normal distribution. Have you seen? This is what the areas property of normal distribution. This is very, very important property of the normal distribution. Because of this particular property only, we can lead many number of topics. It leads many number of topics. Entire testing of hypothesis, statistical quality control, all the major topics depends on the areas property. Right? The areas property of normal distribution is, for example, if x follows a normal distribution with mean mu and variance sigma square, then the probability of normal variable x, if you consider, it lies in between minus infinity to x1, say, it can be calculated by probability of minus infinity less than x1 is equal to some, you subtract with minus mu and divided with sigma, and you will get probability of minus infinity less than z1, which is nothing but integral minus infinity to z1 phi of z dz. I am considering phi of z. What is phi of z? Phi of z is probability density function of standard normal distribution. Z is a standard normal variable or a variate, and phi of z is standard PDF of standard normal distribution. Now this is, what is this? Integral minus infinity to z1 phi of z dz is nothing but, it is a probability. It is a one particular probability curve. Using the probability curve, we can represent this. It is a integral. It is an integral like that. So you see here, this probability, it is going to be now expressed as probability of minus infinity to x1 minus, you consider this is what, bell-shaped normal curve or probability curve of the normal distribution, going to be expressed in this fashion. Minus infinity I am considering here, and plus infinity. This is what x-axis. Okay, I'm not representing y-axis, and just I draw that curve. And it is, for example, x is equal to mu, which means standard normal distribution variable, standard normal variate z is equal to 0. If x is mu, then z is 0. For example, if you consider x is x1, x is equal to x1, then the standard normal variate z is equal to, maybe, for example, let us consider it is z1. x1 minus mu by sigma. z1 is equal to x1 minus mu by sigma. Right? Now you see, what is the area required here? probability of minus infinity less than x less than x1 is equal to minus infinity to x1, this area required. We have converted in terms of z. Why? What is the need? Because entire statistical tables of normal distribution have been converted in the standard normal variate only. That is for different values of z, z1, say z1 or z, small z, for different values of z, which are tabulated in the areas are tabulated in the standard normal tables. Therefore, integral minus infinity to z1, which means minus infinity to z1 area, which is nothing but minus infinity to x1, the area. So that is what asymptotic to x-axis. That is what points of inflection is going to be. Every property is going to be used here, right? So this is what the areas property of normal distribution. For different values of z, these are all tabulated so that we can obtain from the tables the value of this particular probability. The probability of from minus infinity to x1 can be obtained from the different values of z. You please remember, whatsoever the value of x, it is going to be converted in terms of z, because tables are constructed for the value of z, for different values of z. Okay, right? So in particularly, for example, if you consider three important properties I'm specifying. Is probability of mu minus sigma less than x less than mu plus sigma, that is mu plus or minus sigma probability 0.6826, right? And probability of mu minus 2 sigma less than x less than mu plus 2 sigma, the value is 0.9544. Probability of mu minus 3 sigma is less than x less than mu plus 3 sigma is equal to 0.9973. So these are some values I have specified here, and this is what the areas property of normal distribution. This is one of the very important crucial property. For different values of z1, from probability of minus infinity to z1, which are calculated and tabulated in the tables, that only from minus infinity, probability of minus infinity to some z1 values of a particular variable x, which means x is going to be converted in terms of z. So probability of minus infinity less than x less than plus positive value of z1 are only can be obtained from the statistical tables, that is areas property of the normal distribution tables. Hope you understand. Thank you very much.